Chris, Doug, Peggy, and I will be sailing from Cabo San Lucas to San Jose del Cabo today, a distance of about 16 nautical miles, where we will stay for a while, depending on the weather. Chris and Doug will be heading back to Santa Barbara soon, but we'll have a day or so to knock around San Jose before they leave. And we're heading for Cabo San Jose, northeast from Cabo, but you can see leaving beautiful Cabo San Lucas behind.
Hoping to catch some fish.
Hoping to catch some fish. And how are we going to do that? Well, we have the old man.
The old man of the sea. We have one method right now.
We just bought another $50 worth of fishing stuff. That's all it takes.
That's it.
Doug's looking for Dorado numero due, or numero dos.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Or tuna.
Che vemos.
Or tuna. Becky's taking us there. And we were just commenting that to us, this is kind of like rounding Cape Horn. As far south as we will likely ever go on our own boat.
Around a cape.
Around a cape, yes. A southerly cape. And so far, the weather is great.
Okay, this must be some kind of a fishing spot up here. Because there are boats sort of parked here.
Yep. Okay. We have a new...
Ahoy!
What, horizontal?
Heading for distant point.
Chris at the wheel.
Yep.
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 Coming around the cape. Doug is looking for a new lure and talking on the phone to Marshall or Wes. And
Marshall, I think.
Okay, they broken or rotted?
he's intent on getting us some lunch. Well, the cook is fishing, so that's a good combination.
Peggy got a fish.
Whereabouts is the line, Doug? Do you know?
It's about 80 yards out. Yes, he's still there. You can bring it in as fast as you like.
He's a little guy, but we'll
Okay,
take
where's
him.
the net, Richard? Oh, it lives right there, underneath your leg. I don't know.
We didn't even need the net.
Oh, is he too little? I don't want to do something really unusual.
Well, you feel like you're doing something cruel and unusual?
I don't know.
Because we're going to catch one more.
Show us what he looks like, Doug. Here.
I don't
Oh,
It's a smallish tuna.
Look at that.
It's a smallish, young tuna.
That
You want
is.
to put him in?
Yeah, put him
You
in.
want to
Put
kiss
him
him
in.
goodbye first?
We arrived in San Jose del Cabo on November the 8th, and after getting settled in our slip, we began exploring this lovely little town with our guests Doug and Chris before they left for home. After a few days of knocking around town, it was time to reprovision for our next leg to La Paz. It was our first introduction to Mega, which is one of Mexico's answers to Walmart. The Mega was outside of town and real close to the many hotels and condominiums just west of San Jose. They carry everything you can imagine in food items, as well as TVs, bicycles, and tires. It became one of our go-to places for groceries while we were in Mexico.
Municipal de Protección Civil, Director General de Operación y Desarrollo Urbano. acompaña a la presencia del Mayor Emilio Ortiz López, director general de Obras Públicas y Asentamientos Humanos.
Looks like this is Municipal. Hold on.
Asimismo, vamos a preguntar a la licenciada Marcita.
We were anxious to get on our way to La Paz, and were stocked up and ready to go on a Friday that, unnoticed by us, was also the 13th. The weather forecast was decent, and several other boats were going to head out the same day. After about 2 hours at sea, heading northeast, we encountered 30-knot winds on the nose and 6-foot very steep waves. That slowed us down to about 2 knots, with our engine running, in fact. At this rate, we figured our planned one-day trip to our first anchorage along the way to La Paz, we had 2 stops planned, by the way, was turning into a long overnight trip in ugly conditions. All but the biggest and hardiest boats were beaten back, including us, and returned to the safety of the San Jose harbor. It would be about 10 days before the weather opened up for us to depart San Jose. After hearing about high winds and cold temperatures up in La Paz, we decided to head south instead, and we'd come back to La Paz in late winter. So it was off to Mazatlan, pretty much east of San Jose, across the Sea of Cortez. That crossing and our stay in Mazatlan will be explored in our next episode.